So, back for another VGC guide, and this time we are looking at Braviary. It has finally got acrobatics. I've been waiting for like generations for Braviary to have acrobatics, because I've been eyeing up this bulk up set for a long time. And it just had to rely on Brave Bird before, and that's not worth it. Because bulk up is supposed to be boosting your defenses as well, and then you just sacrifice your HP if you go for Brave Bird, and then that's very anti-synergistic. But acrobatics, finally, it's here. So you can go for the Citrus Berry acrobatic set. Then you can bulk yourself up, make yourself much more bulky. The Citrus Berry gives you more HP, so you become even harder to kill. And then the acrobatics activates, and you get super powerful acrobatics. And also, you get coverage here of Terra Blast Ground. But I think it's slightly better than Close Combat. One, because of Goldengo. If you want to be hitting steel types, you can't hit it with Close Combat, so Terra Blast Ground is very good. Flying in Ground is very good coverage in the first place, so that's already a good combo. But with Terra Ground, this becomes a very strong Annihilate counter. Because you're a normal type to start off with, they can't go for Rage Fist. You're a flying type, so you're super effective against them. And if they turn into a fire type, which is the most common Annihilate Terra typing, you Terra Ground and can now Terra Blast them. And that's still super effective. So this is a very good Annihilate counter, especially because you can match the bulk up. Like, you'll win the 1v1 against Annihilate because you'll match the bulk ups all the way up to +6. And then you're still going to be able to hit them super effectively. They can't go for Rage Fish, is what they want to go for. So even if they leave with Mousehold and Annihilate, Mousehold can beat up the Annihilate all at once, but it can only Drain Punch the Braviary. And because it wouldn't have bulked up, it wouldn't be doing as much damage. Being immune to Rage Fist is the cherry on top for Braviary, because this is a very good Annihilate counter. And then Annihilate is one of the best, if not the best Pokemon in the format. So being incredibly strong against that is very good for it, while not just being an Annihilate counter. This set is very good. This is good in pretty much any matchup it can face, because it's got the bulk to back it up as well. It's got the offenses and the bulk to back it up. So I've just pumped up the special defense basically, because you're going to be boosting your attack and defense anyway with bulk up, so special defense is more important. I've made the defense half the HP, or half the amount of the HP, because that tends to be just optimal if you're going for a general number. And I've gone for Adamant because it's got its base attack is pretty high, so you get a reasonable amount of attack from that as well. So I'm just pumping up the defenses, because that's the point of this Braviary. It's supposed to be able to bulk up and not be KO'd. So, dare I say it, this might be a hidden gem. Especially because it's a very good, if not one of the best Annihilate counters there is. And that's an important thing to have. But it's not just an Annihilate counter. It's a good Pokemon in general. In most matchups, this would be perfectly fine. Especially because it's got Defiant as well. Because then they can't try and reduce the stats down to try and break through. So it's just a good ability on top of that. You can run it like this. It would be remiss of me to not mention that it could be run like this. Because this is perfectly fine as well. Because Defiant's still good. It's still Tailwinds. This is good coverage. This is strong. Brave Bird in close combat's very strong, but the Life Orb, it will be picking up some KOs as well. But then that's not making use of the good bulk that you could actually have with Braviary. This is the point of Braviary now. To be an Annihilate counter, while still being very good, just generally. Like, this is the format for Braviary, for sure.